It seems like the ultimate deal. A massive, strong steel structure for just a couple of $1,000s. You see a used shipping container and you see potential, value, a shortcut to your dream project. You congratulate yourself on the smart purchase and welcome it onto your property. But what if you haven't just bought a building material? What if, like the ancient Trojans, you have just willingly pulled a giant sealed horse inside your dates, with no idea of the deadly secrets hidden within its steel belly? The single greatest danger of a used container is its unknown history. For 10, 15, or even 20 years, this box has been a world traveler, a silent workhorse of global trade. Its history is written in a language you can't see, a language of chemicals. One month, it could be carrying harmless textiles. The next, it could be transporting industrial solvents, powerful pesticides, or volatile organic compounds. Small spills and invisible residues from these cargoes can impregnate the very walls and floor of the container, creating an invisible poison that can linger for decades. The first and most well-documented deadly secret is hiding right under your feet: the floor. The thick plywood in a standard shipping container is not ordinary wood. To meet international shipping regulations and prevent the transport of invasive species, these floors are saturated with powerful and often toxic pesticides. These chemical cocktails can include insecticides and fungicides containing compounds like arsenic and chromium. These chemicals don't just disappear. Over time, especially when a container is heated by the sun, they can release harmful vapors into the air, a process called off-gassing, contaminating the very space you intend to live in. That durable floor is in many cases a toxic time bomb. The second deadly secret is the one that compromises your safety: structural damage hidden by a cheap coat of paint. Used containers live a brutal life. They get dropped, rammed by forklifts, and battered in storms, leading to deep dents and corrosion. A fresh layer of industrial paint is the oldest trick in the book to make a tired, damaged container look fresh and solid. It can easily hide a deep dent in a sidewall that has compromised the container's monocoque strength, or conceal a section of deep, flaking rust on the roof that is just one season away from becoming a leak. You might think you're buying a solid steel fortress, but in reality, you could be buying a cosmetically disguised structural failure. The third and most insidious secret is the ghost of the cargo it once carried. Even if a container looks and smells clean, its porous wooden floor can act like a sponge, absorbing invisible residues from past shipments. A small, unreported spill of industrial solvent, fertilizer, or even raw organic materials can leave a permanent contamination. When the container is sealed up and heated by the sun, these trapped residues can begin to off-gas, releasing foul odors, or even worse, harmful chemical vapors into your home. This ghost is the ultimate unknown, a hidden variable that can turn your airtight tiny home into a trap, filled with the toxic legacy of its past life. So how do you defend yourself against these hidden dangers? You stop thinking like a buyer and start thinking like a forensic investigator. Your personal inspection is your only line of defense. First, become a detective of details. Look for evidence of its past life. Are there faded hazard placards painted over on the doors? Are there uneven patches of new paint hiding repairs? Second, trust your most important tool. A strong, persistent chemical, oily, or musty smell is a non-negotiable deal breaker. Third, perform the light test. Close yourself inside and hunt for any pinhole of light that indicates a puncture. This forensic approach is your secret weapon, allowing you to read the hidden history of the box and expose the secrets the seller won't tell you. But even with a forensic inspection, there will always be an element of the unknown with a used container. This leads us to the ultimate insurance policy, the one rule that eliminates almost all of these deadly secrets. If you are building a space for humans to live, work, or play in, you should always invest in a one-trip container. Because these containers have only made a single journey, almost always carrying clean, dry goods, their history is known. There are no hidden chemical ghosts, no decade-old structural damage hidden by paint, and the floors are pristine. Yes, it costs more up front, but that extra cost isn't for a better box. It's for peace of mind. It's the ultimate insurance policy against the toxic and structural gamble of a used container. In the end, a cheap used container is rarely a good deal. It's a black box filled with unknowns. By understanding the 3 deadly secrets, the toxic floor, the hidden structural damage, and the ghostly contamination, you are no longer a blind gambler. You are an informed buyer. Whether you choose to conduct a rigorous forensic inspection on a used unit or make the smart investment in a one-trip container, you are now armed with the knowledge to make a safe choice. You're not just buying a steel box, you're buying the foundation of your future home, and it's your right to know exactly what you're buying. If this guide to the hidden dangers of used containers has armed you with the knowledge to buy smart, show your support with a like and subscribe for more essential guides from the Builder's Rulebook. For our curated lists of the professional tools, books, and safety gear you'll need for your build, you can find them by pointing your phone's camera at the QR code on the screen now, or by using the link in the description. Now, we want to hear from you. We've talked about the box itself, but what about the land it sits on? Let us know in the comments if you want to see a deep dive into the 3 critical land buying mistakes that can kill your container project before it even starts.